Hi, we're Forgetting the Future, and this song's called Leprechaun. Don't stop the clocks, it seems that everything you do has got you petrified. You don't want that much, but you know what you need to feel dignified. You don't get along, now everybody thinks you should separate. You know you were wrong, see the marks on your face, now we congregate. We infest every curl, I cast you down, kneel before me. It's safe to say the way that things played out, it's so appealing. I need a reason not to go out at the weekend. Be the reason that I don't go out at the weekend. Hey, maybe you were wrong, now you feel just as big as a leprechaun. Go and chance your luck, cover up your face, cover up you mug. Vivid imagery reminds me of the times that you've wasted now. But it's all said and done when the only thing that rises is the setting sun. We infest every curl, I cast you down, kneel before me. It's safe to say the way that things played out, it's so appealing. I need a reason not to go out at the weekend. Be the reason that I don't go out at the weekend. She makes me put my phone down. She said I am going to uni and you need me, I know. You alleviate my pain. Cause I don't wanna be a fallback to you. I wanna tell you out, but the city's made you weak. Why don't you figure things out, baby, on your own? You don't excite me anymore, oh no. Well, we all grew up in the same hometown together, in a town called Thurso. That's at the very top tip of the mainland of the UK. It's a wee surfing kind of fishing town, and we all grew up through the same high school together. I met Connor, my drummer, through a local youth club kind of music night, and he came along with his drum kit and I was kind of playing acoustic guitar, and we just kind of started jamming over some like covers. I'm pretty sure we played like Superstitious and Boulevard of Broken Dreams and some random covers like that, just to kind of to get into each other and the chemistry going in that. And then we met Jamie, the lead guitarist, through the same thing. He came along one night. He was a wee emo back in the day. He had his dyed hair. I'll try and find a photo for it. It was great. And then we were jamming for a while, and I knew Max from high school because we grew up in high school. We were best mates there, and he hadn't even played a bass or a guitar ever, and he wasn't musical at all, but he loved good music. He was in Nirvana and Blink and all that. So I was like, we don't have a bassist, but we have a bass, so we'll just give you that. Yeah, and we had a gig in like 2 weeks, like from then, and we were like, oh, we got to play a 3-hour set in a pub. We were like 16.
Yeah.
You know, 3 hours in a pub, and we were like, here's a bass. There you go. And he went away and he learned it. And
it was like 20 songs.
Yeah. There was a lassie that came up to us and was like, oh, play some Taylor Swift. And we were like, oh, sorry, we don't actually know any Taylor Swift, so I'm really sorry. And Max was like, go on, let's just play Taylor Swift. And I was like, what do you mean, Max? I was like, we don't know any terms.
Just play four
he's like, yeah,
chords.
but let's just play it.
4 chords.
And we were like, what? Like freaking out. 'Cause we're like,
She
like,
was
yeah.
hot. She was hot.
Yeah, Max got a bit of the butterflies and he caved. But no, that's pretty much how we met. And then ever since from then, Max has been plugging along the bass and we've just been going from there. And then obviously eventually we started writing our original music and recording that. We got really lucky recording with a guy called Edwin Collins. He's from the Orange Juice. He was a pop star in the 80s, a Scottish guy. And he invited us down to his Helmsdale studio, which is just about 45 minutes from where we live. And then just, that's kind of where it started. So pretty much from there.
Been snowballing ever since.
Yeah.
Kinda.
This song's called Cymru. I wish I didn't think. I wish I didn't think at all. I zone in all the time. A mix of chemicals in my brain. Reach out, branch again, but you cannot cooperate. Smoke me slow to burn. Oh, slow down, 'cause I just wanna waste your time. My sober mind runs again, and I want you to call my phone. Circle bruise on my skin. Your favorite lipstick stains my neck again. Let your favorite song on play and annotate my lyrics out in bed. Smoke me slow to burn. Oh, slow down, 'cause I just wanna waste your time. Oh, slow down, 'cause I just wanna waste your time.
Kinda. There is a few bands, but it's not like you go out every weekend and you'll go see live music and you'll get ideas from other people. It's kind of just like it's just what came out. Really.
Yeah, it's quite odd because I suppose it's kind of in the hands of a songwriter, because they're kind of like, I want to take in this direction, but it also isn't, because the first song I ever wrote was a reggae tune, which was like, I don't know why I wrote that, and then we all played it, and then Connor put a beat to it, and we had like a doo-doom, you know what I mean? And then, I don't know why we wrote a reggae tune, and then after that we wrote like a drop D, like heavy rock song. So I feel like in a course of time, it kind of just flows along a bit, and then I suppose a lot of us when we were younger, Connor and Jamie, they were into heavier music. Me and Max were into kind of like punk and rock, and like Jake Bugg and stuff. So I think it's not really a conscious thing. It's like, this is a song I've got, guys, let's try it, and then they all add stuff to it, and then I'll maybe write a song that's a bit rockier. I suppose with a lot of other bands, are kind of in the, a lot of their tunes are in the same kind of realm. likes of Royal Blood, they're all the rock songs. They don't really have an acoustic or quieter songs, but we're quite odd because we've got quite indie tracks, and then we've got quite in-your-face rock tracks, and then acoustic tracks, and a few tracks that we're gonna release that are like, whoa, what's going on there, you know?
I mean, at the start, it was kind of like we didn't really know what
No,
sound we wanted.
they didn't really have a direction.
And it kind of just filtered its way in itself. Like, now it's like we know what we want.
Yeah. It's like an unconscious...
We're still not, like, we're not sure what we sound like, though. We just fucking...
It's hard to put a name on
we
it,
just
but
write. Well,
it's in the realm of indie rock. And then I'll write a song and I'll take it to these guys, and they'll... I suppose it's the different elements. Connor could put like a do-do-do kind of drum beat on it and make it sound a bit more rockier. Or Max could put like a quieter, flowy bass. Just depends, really.
We've all got our separate jobs. We just pull our weight, that's it.
We've all kind of come together in the same-ish area of interest in music. So I think that's what makes it cool with us, because we weren't... I grew up on blues, and I started playing blues, like Delta blues and all that, 'cause of my grandpa. And then these guys were into rock and then metal. And I think it was nice because you put something different on the table. Because if you were four kind of metalheads, it would be roughly the same thing.
It's going to be metal.
Yeah, it's going to be metal. But because we were all from different kind of backgrounds, it was like, I'm going to put an acoustic guitar here where it shouldn't be. Or like a blues lick in a rock song that it feels a bit odd but it also works. So kind of... It works. I kind of like the way it is. Different elements from different genres that make a weird side thing, almost in a way. Yeah. We younger kind of selves, we're really into Neck Deep as well, so that kind of does make sense. A lot of Arctic Monkeys, a lot of inspiration from the Monkeys. The Fratellis, actually. Really like the Fratellis. I think it's a kind of Fratelli-ish elements of rock in there. The kind of...
We love pop punk for a while.
But then pop punk's cool. Really love indie, like the Night Cafe and Catfish at the Bottom End and the Wombats. It's quite hard to put I think it more, instead of a song sounding like, if we took our song like Leprechaun, it wouldn't be that song sounds like these guys. It'd be like, this part of that song sounds like these guys, and then that song bridge sounds like this band. Which is a bit weird. Yeah. This song's called Bluetooth.
Sit on my phone, I'm sleeping in, sleeping sideways. Asphyxiation with the way I phone. I don't do it and you don't like it. You're pessimistic and I'm simplistic. You know it's too much, it's a statistic. You know it's too much, it's a statistic. I take you on with me, but I'll be gone before you know. I don't care at the time to think, but when I do, I'm not alone. You fracture my words, then proceed to flood. You like to see how they're said when I can't see it. Fight over the dial on the radio, then work it out in the back of my Peugeot. You catch a cold and you lie in bed sick. You're taking medicine that's making your tongue numb. You freak out and cry in your bedroom. I'll put a song on that I can relate to. Like Strokes. I'll put a song on that I can relate to. I take you on with me, but I'll be gone before you know. I don't care at the time to think, but when I do, I'm not alone. You fracture my words, then proceed to flood. You like to see how they're said when I can't see it. begun before you know. I don't get the time to think, but when I do, I'm not alone.
Yeah, so Leprechaun is our latest release. It's cool because we recorded it as part of 5 new tracks, and Leprechaun's just the first single that we put out, which I'm really, really happy with because it's a nice new kind of direction we've kind of took the music in. It's the same for Getting the Future, but it's more mature. It's got some weird noises in it, which makes a good song. Some weird noises and a lot of volume, which is cool. So I'm really happy with that one. And we've also, what we're doing at the moment is because we figured that we don't get too much money from Spotify. As artists will know, they don't pay too well. So what we did is the guys at Intime Records, they come up with a really good idea of putting the 5 songs together and offering it up for our diehard fans to buy it before it's out and before it's released, and keep it and actually have the song before anyone else can hear it. And then instead of Spotify getting money, we get the money. So that's what we're doing at the moment. So that's available for get people to buy our next 5 releases that no one else has heard before they're out on Spotify and officially released. But Leprechaun's the first one out, and I'm really excited about that. It's fun to play live. Really fun one.
It's good just playing new stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's exciting.
That's kind of where our sound's going, I think. Leprechauns, when you first played it, I was like, yeah. It feels right. But obviously we do random stuff, but Leprechaun's kind of where I think we should be.
My songwriting, story-wise, it's a bit different. I do write a bit. A lot of my songs are from personal narratives, but a lot of them are the protagonist of the song isn't me, but I put my head in the kind of area where they would be feeling and thinking, and try and kind of write down some cool statements. I quite like statements in songs, like in Leprechaun, there's one that says, "She makes me put my phone down," and it's quite an open statement, but you're like, it's quite hard hitting at the same time. So I like statements, but the likes of a song I'm writing at the moment I've not finished yet, but I'm quite excited to record. I watched the movie Sixth Sense. You know, what's his name? What's the bald dude? Die Hard. What's his name again? Bruce Willis. Yeah. I'm an anonymous source there. And I watched it, and I was like, because in the movie, spoiler alert if anyone's not watched that one.
It's been out for like 20 years.
Yeah, you never know though. I watched it like 2 months ago. And what happens at the end is this dude basically goes through his whole life. I think, does his daughter die? Someone dies, and then he realizes that it's actually him that's dead. And it totally flips it. It's like the movie Shutter Island. It's like your mind's blown at the end. And I'm kind of going with that for one of these next songs. I'm thinking I'm going to write it starting with a theme that people think it's like, oh, this dude's just having a rough patch with his kind of girlfriend. And then at the end, you're like, oh, he doesn't even exist. Which is I'm kind of hoping to go that way to get, think about. But I think what's cool with songwriting is that you could give a theme of anything. You could write a song about anything and people would take in a totally different direction that means a bit more to them, which I like. Because songs like Bluetooth and stuff like that, our first single, you get people that come up to you and you're like, oh, this song's about that, isn't it? And you're like, no. But I mean, it is if you want it to be, because I mean, that totally works. I listen to bands like the Wombats, my favourite bands in it, and I think about a song and I'm like, that really reminds me of something that happened with me and some other person 2 months ago. And then you kind of build this imagination around it, which I like. Adds a lot of colour. I quite like Thurso, because it is small, but growing up there, we all grew up in the same high school, so you know, you know loads of people.
You know everyone.
Because it's a small town, you know everyone, and everyone knows you, or everyone knows of you, or you know of them. So I really enjoy it because when we were younger and we were putting gigs on, we'd just be like in high school, cutting around at lunchtime, we're playing a gig next week, and the diddle diddle diddle, and then like hundreds of our mates would turn up, and you'd be like, that's really cool, because obviously there isn't as much bands going on in Thurso and Caithness and that, so people have more demand for it. They'd be like, oh, there's a live band playing next week, let's just go and watch it. But I feel like in the city it might be a bit harder because there are so many bands playing so many times a week, and you'd be like, oh, I just went and seen so and so last night, so I'll catch those guys next time, you know. But I really enjoy it because the small group, small community, and it's a nice retreat once you're in the city. I go to a city and I love the city, but I can only handle it for like a week. I love touring because you get like a few days and then you go home and it's like all blissful again. But I know I like Thurso, but it is a lot quieter music scene wise. But there's some good bands up there.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's a nice wee place to.
It's getting out of Thurso as a band though. It's like playing gigs over and over again in Thurso, and then getting a gig in, say, Inverness, which is further south. Yeah,
and working your way down. The thing I enjoy about being from Thurso as a band is that we can't just go down to Glasgow and play a gig financially and come back up. Well, I mean, we can, but like the likes of like London. If we were to go down to Manchester or London, we can't just drive down there, get a little bit of money and drive back up, because you probably wouldn't break even. So what we have to do is we have to tour down there and then tour back up to earn the money to get there and back. So I think it's really cool because it forces us to play more gigs in places we've never been to before. So you've kind of got to trail down the country, get that gig done, and then trail that back up in different places and playing gigs on the way back to earn your fill, basically. So I like it. Pushes you a bit harder. Yeah.
Because you want to get out.
Yeah, you just want to get out. This song's called 107.
Said that lust is so easy. It's wrote its name in cold wet cement, and I can't tell what I want or where to start. What should I do that would seem smart? Maybe I just need a breather. I kinda wanna see where things go, and I'm getting myself too deep. Should I let this one fade to sleep? And I don't know what I want. Maybe I just need to breathe. I should get away from my phone, but no one likes to feel alone. Maybe I'm just being naive, 'cause I just wanna waste your time. It's the situation all gone wrong, but doesn't usually take this long. Who knows what I'm really thinking? It's the situation all gone wrong, but doesn't usually take this long. Fuck knows what I'm really thinking. It's the situation all gone wrong, but doesn't usually take this long. Fuck knows what I'm really thinking. And I don't know what I want. Maybe I just need to brew, and I should get away from my phone, but no one likes to feel alone.
We're quite fortunate when we go down to play gigs. We meet a lot of new guys. So I think the likes of, I really like the Riot Vans. They're really cool. Mm-hmm. I've got a few mates down in Glasgow, a band called Pizza Crunch. They're doing really well. They're cool kind of vaccines kind of band.
What's the other band?
Van Sleep are cool.
Yeah.
I like Van Sleep. They're kind of. We played a gig in there with them in Edinburgh, actually, the first time we played in Edinburgh on Sneaky Beats, and that was real fun. With the Riot Vans as well, actually. Yeah, it was packed. It was nice. Who else got about?
It's that hard to think.
I know. We got good friends in a band from where we're from called Neil Maltz. They're really cool because they're doing bits.
Yeah, but they're not up and coming. they're up.
They need to be. Well, they're doing bits anyway.
Yeah.
But they're really cool. They've been really cool to us. They've let us kind of support them on packed out shows, like 500 people up for where from in Wick. So they're really cool guys. But yeah, there's loads of them. We've made a lot of friends as well in different bands, which is sick. Yeah, they're all sound people as well. I want to be playing the biggest shows we can, biggest gigs, big festival slots, which would be awesome, and just playing as many gigs and getting as many people to our gigs as possible, and just having a fun one. I think in 2 years' time, hopefully, we'll still just be grafting hard and playing loads of gigs, writing loads of songs, punting out some tunes every few months.
Touchwood.
There you go. Max is superstitious as hell.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, but no, I think hopefully I want to have some nice packed out venues
And some money. Oh, we need it. We need it.
Shame on you.
We need it.
He'll be at the band in 2 years, so it's fine. This next song is called Towers. Selfish, I want more. That's why I never really call you anymore. Narcissistical doorstop guy. I think I'm over it and I think I'm done. Hillbilly boy, hands are tied. You coming over with your bleed broadside. I don't feel I put it across enough like you do. Just blind to it, you know you are. I try to like you, but you make it drunk so fucking hard to tell when it's a test, but when it's not, you change. I say to will make it out, will be so obliquely. Fix your teeth and you plunge inside. Fuck your arrogance, a compliment you snide. Condescending, you don't transgress. You got some problems that you need to address. You're invidious and no one likes it. They stop surrounding themselves with your device. I don't feel I put it across enough like you do. You're just blind to it, you know you. I tried it like you, but you make it